Hello coffee farmers, welcome back to Githua's farm. And as you can see, our farm is really weeded, or has a lot of weeds. We've tried to control the weeds through the natural ways like uprooting, but because of the frequent rains that have been there, and also because this land had stayed for long before being cultivated, that is why you can see that the weeds have really grown, unnecessary grass in the farm. And so we decided to look for another better solution and a long-lasting solution, because if you look at the farm right now, you may think that the farm do not have any coffee in it because of how it's weedy in the farm. But if you look keenly, you can see the coffee is still doing well. So we decided to spray the weeds so that they can dry up, they can just die. And the spray that we used, or the herbicide that we used, is glyphosate. Yeah, we used it to kill the weeds. You can see our coffee farm manager is really keen not to spray the coffee, but he's just spraying the weeds because they have really disturbed us in the farm. And for sure, because the rainy season is not yet done, the weeds could have still continued to grow. So today we were just spraying the weeds, trying to kill the weeds so that at least they can stop competing with the coffee and the nutrients that we have put in the farm, so that the coffee can have maximum of those nutrients. It is advisable, if in your farm it's manageable, to kill these weeds naturally, that is by uprooting and by digging. That's the best way. But because now this farm had stayed for a long period without being cultivated, that is why you can see that the weed is really disturbing us. As you can see, our coffee is really growing. And you may ask yourself, how old is this coffee? So this coffee is 5 months. You can see we have really fed it with green copper. We have also sprayed on it pesticides. We also mixed with foliar to make the leaves grow. And we have explained all these reasons onto why we spray copper, onto why we should keep on spraying the pesticides and also the foliar. So for spraying the coffee, we do it after every 2 weeks. And like I told you, if you need the timetable or the routine, or the coffee farm routine for the young coffee plants, just feel free to inbox us and we shall help you. So as you can see here up, we had tried to spray that herbicide of killing weeds, and it has really helped us. As you can see, most of the weeds have died, unnecessary weeds have dried, and the coffee is really doing nice. And that is how you ensure that your coffee is taking all the necessary nutrients. Yeah, so some of the coffee are small, they're not like the other coffees, because as you continue to manage the farm, you realize that some of these coffee seedlings, when they are coming, some of them are weak, and some of them do not even survive when you plant them. So you keep on replacing. Even in our farm, there are some of the coffee plants that we are going to replant, because they dried because of one reason or the other. So as you can see, it is very necessary for you to spray your coffee upward and also downwards, because you want to feed the you want to feed the leaves. That is how our farm manager is doing. So as you can see, that one is really small, but with the rains now it's okay. So we continued to spray our coffee farm, so you can just enjoy seeing how the coffee is growing. And finally we shall remove all these dry leaves, or they shall just stay there as mulch. So you may be asking yourself, why coffee farming? Why did we choose to do coffee farming in Githua's farm? Because one, for coffee, it's not the farming that will give you the returns immediately. So it's a long-term investment. First of all, I said, this land we have leased it for a certain period of time, and we are expecting by that period, when it's ending, this coffee will have given back the returns and paid the money we used to lease it, and also the money that we used to prepare the land. So the reason as to why we chose coffee is because coffee is guaranteed. Like, it has a guarantee that at a certain point it is going to grow and you're going to harvest it. And as things are going in Kenya, coffee is really doing well in terms of payment. Recently, farmers per kg, they received as high as 150. So you can imagine having 500 bushes. Each bush give you 1 kg. That is at 500 kgs. So 500 kgs times 150. So you can imagine the amount of money. And the minimum berries or kgs that we are expecting to get from this coffee because of the preparation that we have done is 40 kgs. Let's say you even get 10 kgs from each coffee branch. Sorry. 10 kgs times 500 bushes times 150. So you can see it's a lot of money. So in the same land, there is a section that is near the road. So we decided to just put some sukuma wiki, so that when I go to the farm, I will not just go back home like that, because just like I have said, coffee is a long-term investment and you have to be patient for you to get returns. Once again, welcome to Githua's farm. You can see as we were going home, Mr. Githua also identified that there is a certain disease, or there is a certain pest that is attacking his coffee, and he was so keen to observe that. And we are looking for the best or the appropriate way to deal with that. This is Githua's farm, where we walk the journey of coffee farming. Please like, subscribe, watch, share. Let's walk this journey together, because a journey of 1,000 miles starts with one step. So thank you so much. Welcome back to Githua's channel. Every now and then, keep on checking the updates as we continue to educate each other about coffee farming. And I know that you're going to be here even when we shall be bearing the flowers and even the time to harvest. Thank you for being a fan and a subscriber at Githua's channel, and making sure that we grow each and every day. Thank you so much. If you need any assistance on coffee growing, land preparation, Mr. Githua's farm's number 0700 861 988. Thank you so much.